Good evening, everybody. I want to welcome you to my channel. My name is Quentin, also known as Q, or Q the Massage Therapist. And tonight we're going to do a quick 10-minute stretch to wind the body down and get it prepared for our sleep. If you ever wake up in the morning and you still feel as if you're still tired, well, tonight we're going to wind our body down with a good stretch and calm the body down so that way we can get a good night's rest. All right. So let's just get right into it. So this is going to be a 10-minute stretch. We want to make this as smooth as possible. We don't want this to be a warm-up stretch. We want this to be a wind down stretch. So these are stretches that you can actually do in your bed. You don't have to have a mat. So no excuses. All right. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our feet together, the soles of our feet together, and you want to bring them in as much as possible. And I want you to grab your feet and interlock your fingers and spread your knees and drop your knees downward. Okay, so they're naturally going to be here, but I want you to just push them down to the floor as much as possible. And I want you to straighten your back as much as possible. Naturally, you're going to be like this. I want you to straighten your back as much as possible. And I want you to just stay here for a while. Take a few deep breaths. You can close your eyes if you need to. One more time. And during this stretch, I want you to be intentional about your breathing. Take a deep breath. Now, when you take a deep breath, I want you to fill your lungs with air. And I want you to fill it to the top. And then after you let it out, when you exhale, I want you to let it all out. I want you to push it all the way out. Okay? I want you to get all that air out of your lungs. Okay, let's do it a few more times. Take a deep breath for me. And let it all out. And it feels better when you actually can hear yourself. So let me hear you. I want to hear you breathe in and let it all out through your mouth. Last one, breathe in and let it all out through your mouth. Perfect. Next, we're going to go right into our next stretch. So what I want you to do is extend your right leg. Extend your right leg and bring your left leg inward even more. All right, so you want to be just like this. After you do so, I want you to point your toes towards you as much as possible. I want you to lift your arms straight up and straighten your back out. I want you to turn towards your feet, and I want you to forward fold over your feet and touch your toes. If you can't get down here, that's totally fine. And you can only get about right here, that's fine. But practice this stretch every night, and you'll get a lot more flexible and more mobile, and it won't be as hard. And eventually, you'll be able to grab your feet. Eventually, you'll be able to get down to your ankles down here. So every stretch that we go into, I want you to take a deep breath. Take at least 3 deep breaths. All right, let that body just do what it do. Let that muscle just lengthen. These are your muscle fibers like this. You want to just lengthen those muscle fibers as much as possible, okay? So keep on breathing. We're going to take one more deep breath right here and let it all out. After that, we're going to come back up to our center. All right. Now, one more time, we're going to reach back over to that foot, that right side. Now, if you can go a little bit further on this second time, challenge yourself and try to grab those toes. You're going to feel this stretch not only up underneath your hamstrings and your calves, you're also going to feel that stretch in that side body and those lats over here. So this is a really good stretch for you. We're going to take one more deep breath right here, then we're going to switch sides. Breathe in and let it all out. Perfect. You're going to come out of that nice and easy. After that, I want you to take your left leg and I want you to bring it out as far as you can. All right. After that, I want you to take your right foot and bring it in, just like you had the left foot. Bring it in as much as you can. Perfect. Right here. Now, take your hands and go straight above your head. Straighten your back out. Don't be lazy with this. All the way up. Reach for the stars. Turn to your right and forward fold and grab those toes. Like I said, if you can only get them all right here, that's fine. But it takes time, and I want you to be consistent with this. You're gonna feel so much better the more you do this, and it won't be as hard. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in, breathe out. When you come back up towards center, straighten it out. Breathe in, big deep breath. I want you to turn to your left and forward fold and breathe out. Breathe in, let it out. One more time, breathe in, let it all out. Perfect. We're going to come out of that nice and easy. Now, I want you to take this right leg and bring it straight out. Perfect. Now, I want you to point your toes to you as much as possible. Lift your arms straight up, straighten your back out, reach for the stars. And I want you to forward fold as much as you can, okay? Touch the ground. I want you to stay here for a while. Now, some people are more flexible than I am. Some people are able to put their forehead on the floor. I'm only able to go about right here, okay? But listen, if you can only stop right here, that's fine. But eventually, like I said, we want to work on this. And every night, if you do this every night, eventually you'll get closer and closer and closer to the ground. So this is a really good stretch for your back. Not only your back, but of course your hips are up in here. These are your adductors on both sides over here. This inward thigh, these are your adductors, okay? A lot of times these get tight. This is a part of your hips right here. Now, when you have hip pain, this is a really good way to lengthen these muscles so that way you can feel a lot better and it will create more mobility for you. So let's stay down here a little bit longer. Keep on breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Slow it down. Breathe in, breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Now this time I want you to breathe in and I want you to come over to your right and breathe out. Touch those toes. Try to go as far as you can. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in and let it all out. This time, breathe in and I want you to swing those arms around and breathe out. Now you're on the left side. Breathe in and let it out. Breathe in, let it out. Breathe in, last one. And let it all out. Perfect. Now we're going to come up nice and easy. Now, if you haven't stretched in a long time, you're going to feel that stretch all up in here, but that's good. That's exactly what we want. I want you to bring your legs straight up in front of you, okay? Bring them straight up in front of you, all right? I want you to sit up nice and tall. Hope y'all still with me, okay? We almost done with this. This is a bedtime stretch. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to sleep like a baby after this. I'm telling you. Don't see I ain't never did nothing for you. All right. What I want you to do is take your right leg, and your right foot. I want you to cross it over your left knee. So it should be just like this, all right? I hope I'm not going too fast for you. Now I want you to take your left hand and hold that knee. take your right hand and I want you to put it right behind you. Okay? Now I want you to take your left arm and put it over this left knee, this right knee, excuse me. And I want you to turn and twist. This is going to be a really good spine twist for you. And I want you to look at the wall behind you as much as you can. And I want you to breathe here, breathe in, and breathe out. Breathe in, let it all out. And every time you exhale, I want you to turn a little bit more into that twist. All right, breathe in and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Perfect. I want you to come out of that nice and easy. I want you to drop that right foot right back down. And now we're going to do the opposite side, all right? So now we're going to take our left leg and lift it up. We're going to place it right over our right knee, okay? Now I want you to place your left hand behind your back. Take your right hand, your right arm, and put it behind your left knee. And I want you to look at the wall behind you, okay? As much as you can. Twist as much as you can. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. This stretch is so good because it pushes your organs against the wall of your body, and it acts as if it's like wringing out those organs. So if you smoke a lot, or if you drink a lot, this is going to be really good for your internal organs. All right, it's a really good twist. Really good for that spine too. If you don't move your body that often, this is perfect for you. So make sure you breathe deep when you do this. Every time you breathe in deep, you expand those lungs, and it just pushes the rest of your internal organs around. And that way you can kind of just detox every one of those organs in there. Okay, so breathe in, last one. Let it all out. Perfect. We're gonna come out of that nice and easy. All right. So now we almost done, y'all. We're gonna go to all fours. Okay. Go to all fours. And we're gonna go right here. We're gonna be on our knees right here. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is simple. Okay. This is going to be a version of the cat and cow. Okay. If you ever heard of that. So what I want you to do is I want you to round your back. Okay. Round it just like this. And then when you exhale, I want you to curve it just like this. All right. This is really good for your spine. This is really good for your spine. Okay. So what I want, we're going to do it again. Okay. So I want you to round your back. And I want you to flex your back. We're going to round again. Come on. Just keep on breathing. I want you to flex your back. We're going to do this a few more times. I want you to round your back. And I want you to flex your back. Last one. Make sure you breathe in too. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're going to stay right here for a second. Breathe in. And breathe out. We're going to stay right here. Breathe in. And breathe out. This is good right here because we want to extend that back, because usually our back is always like this, especially when we sit down, especially us men. We like to slouch in our chair. So our spine is usually like this. So for us to have it like this sometime, this is really good just to train our back and our spine just to get into alignment. All right. So we're going to do 2 more breaths right here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. All right, on this time, we're going to breathe in on the flex. And we're going to breathe out. We're going to curl that back. There we go. Last one. Breathe in and flex the back. Big breath. Let it all out. Curl that back. There we go. All right. Now, I want you to come back to tabletop. So I want you to stay right here on all fours. We're almost done, y'all. All right, last one. What I want you to do is I want you to move your back around. This is going to be a good stretch for your glutes as well, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to stay in this variation, but we're going to make small circles, big circles with our back, our glutes, okay? So I want you to come down, and make a big circle. All right. So turn to that, lean over to that left side, sit in that corner, and come on all around. Sit in that corner and bring it around. This is really good for your hips and your glutes. All right. We're gonna just keep on going with that flow. All right. You're gonna sleep so good after this. I'm telling you. Yep. We almost done. You're gonna swing that thing around. There we go. Swing it around. All right, now we're gonna reverse it. All right, we're gonna go the opposite way. Go to that right first, drop it in that corner, and swing it on around. Keep it right in that corner. Bring it on back up. There we go. Let's keep it going. Let's do that 3 more times. 1, 2. Last one. There we go. 3. Bring it on around. Perfect. All right. Last one. This is the last one, and we're gonna be done with our 10-minute stretch. All right. I want you to lay on your back. Lay on your back, nice and flat. Now I want you to take your right knee and bring it to you. Okay. When you grab it, I want you to grab it with both hands, and I want you to bring it in even more. This is really good for your hip flexors and your glutes as well. So if you're experiencing lower back pain, this is going to be really good for you. So bring it in and push it in even more. Take a deep breath. Last one, breathe in. All out. All right, I want you to take that leg and I want you to bring it across, okay? This is going to be another variation of a twist, all right? I want you to take your right arm and I want you to lean it, bring it straight out. And I want you to just take your left hand and just bring it behind that knee and just give it a good twist. There we go. I want you to look towards your right as well. There we go. Take a deep breath. Let it all out. We almost done. It's the last one. Breathe in. Let it all out. When you breathe out, try to go into that twist and leave it even more. Breathe in. That's one. Let it all out. Perfect. Come back towards center. Drop that right foot down. Bring that left foot in. I want you to grab that knee. And I want you to pull it to you as much as possible. And you'll feel that all in your hip flexors. You'll feel a little bit behind that glute, that lower glute, the top of that hamstring as well. All right, breathe in. Let it all out. Breathe in. Let it all out. This video may be a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but this is going to be really good. You're going to sleep so good after this. All right, I want you to bring that left hand out. Take your right hand, put it behind that knee, on the side of that knee, and just give it a good twist. And I want you to look towards your left this time. All right, now if you can't put your feet or your knee on the ground, no problem. You can only go about right here, that's fine. But I want you to do this stretch every night, or these stretches every night, and you will increase your mobility and you'll feel so much better. Breathe in. And all out. Breathe in. Let it all out. One more time, we're done. Breathe in. Make it a big one. And let it all out. Empty your lungs. Keep blowing it out. Perfect. Come back towards center. And drop that leg down. I want you to open your arms nice and wide like a T. We're going to sit here 20 seconds. Now, I don't want you to worry about your breathing right now. Don't worry about taking deep breaths. Just breathe normally right now. Just close your eyes and let your body just fall into the floor. Don't use any muscles right now. Just relax and just fall into the floor. Relax your face muscles too. Close your eyes. Be thankful for this moment. It's a blessing to be able to use your body and move your body. Last one, take one last deep breath for me. Breathe in and let it all out. I want you to lean over to your left side, nice and easy. And I want you to come back up. I want you to cross your legs because we are done with this 10-minute stretch. It's a little bit longer than 10 minutes, but this was perfect. This is exactly what you needed. I want you to drink a lot of water for the rest of the night too. If you can drink at least a cup of water before you go to bed. I know a lot of people don't want to use a restroom that often throughout the night, but just to really flush your body out with water after a good stretch, you're gonna feel so much better. I want to thank you for joining me for this stretch today. I will have more stretches available. People have been asking me for a long time, like when you gonna start showing these stretch classes and stretches and things of that nature. So I'm super excited about this. This is our first one, but this is a really good stretch that you can do right before bed, so that way you can feel a lot better. My name is Quentin, and I'll see you guys on the next video.